If you're sitting there right now feeling like everything is getting too hard, like you're on the edge of throwing in the towel and walking away from your dreams, your goals, or just life itself at this moment, stop. Before you make any decision you might regret, before you take that next step away from what you really want, I want you to hear this. I've been there, and you probably have too. There are days when life feels like it's just too much, when everything you've worked for seems to be slipping through your fingers. The weight of it all, the endless struggle, the unanswered questions, it can all feel overwhelming. I want you to know you're not alone. It's okay to feel defeated. But giving up? That's not your only option. In fact, it's probably the furthest from the answer you need. You've likely reached a point where you're questioning everything. You wonder if it's worth it. You might even ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I pushing so hard when nothing seems to be going my way? And honestly, that's a valid question. The frustration, the doubt, the exhaustion, it's real. But here's something that people often forget to tell you: this feeling. It doesn't last forever. It's in these moments when everything feels impossible that you're actually closer than you think to something incredible. The moments when you feel like giving up. Those are the moments when growth is happening in ways you don't even see yet. I know it doesn't seem like it right now. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when everything around you feels dark. But I promise you, those dark moments, those painful times, are where your strength is being built. The muscles of your mind, your willpower, and your spirit are being forged in the fire of adversity. And the more you fight, the stronger you become. Maybe you're looking around at everyone else, wondering how they seem to have it all together while you're struggling to keep it together. Maybe you feel like you're stuck in a cycle, doing everything you can and still not making progress. The reality is, every person who's ever been successful, every person who's ever achieved anything great, has been where you are. I want to say that again: every person who's ever achieved anything has felt like giving up. They've faced obstacles, they've struggled, they've doubted themselves. The only difference between them and someone who doesn't make it is this: they didn't quit. They stayed in the game, even when it felt impossible. And that's exactly what you need to do. Look, I get it. It's not always easy to push through when it feels like nothing is changing. But I need you to understand something very important: the road to success isn't straight. It's not a neat, simple path where you can always see exactly where you're going. No, it's full of twists and turns, ups and downs, and the moments that feel like you're not getting anywhere. Those are part of the journey. In fact, they're probably the most important part of the journey. Because these are the moments when you're building the mental resilience and emotional strength that you need to handle everything that comes after. You're not failing, you're learning. You're not losing, you're growing. And every step, no matter how small, is progress. I know it might sound cliche, but the truth is this: it's always the darkest just before the dawn. You may not see it now, but just around the corner, there's something waiting for you: a breakthrough, a shift, a moment that makes all the struggle worth it. But here's the catch: if you quit now, you won't get to see it. You won't get to experience the rewards of all your hard work. It's easy to think that giving up is the answer, but trust me, it's not. It's a temporary escape from the pain, but it's also a permanent end to the possibility of achieving what you've worked for. So don't make that choice just yet. Stay in the fight. Even if it feels like the battle is long, remember, each step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. And what if I told you that every time you push through the pain, every time you choose not to quit, you're building something far more valuable than success itself? You're building character, resilience, and the kind of mental toughness that will carry you through anything in life. You are stronger than you think. I know it might not feel like it right now, but this moment is where you dig deep and show yourself what you're really made of. Because trust me, if you can push through this moment, you can handle anything that comes your way. So, how do you push through? How do you stop yourself from giving up when it feels like you've given everything and gotten nothing in return? The first thing you need to do is this: take a breath. Step back. Look at the bigger picture. Sometimes, when we're stuck in the middle of a problem, all we can see is the problem itself. Step back, gain perspective, and remind yourself why you started in the first place. What was it that drove you to begin this journey? Find that reason again. Reconnect with your why. When you remember why you started, the purpose behind all the hard work, it can reignite your passion and give you the motivation to keep going. Second, break things down. When the big picture feels overwhelming, focus on the small wins. Set tiny, manageable goals and celebrate each step. That might mean focusing on getting through one more day, or making one small improvement, or even just showing up. Each small success adds up to something bigger. And lastly, don't be afraid to ask for help. You don't have to do it alone. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, or even a community, find people who can lift you up and remind you of your worth. We all need support. You're not meant to carry the weight of the world on your own. But above all, remember this: you are stronger than you think. I believe in you, and I know that no matter how hard it feels right now, you've got what it takes to push through. So before you make that decision to give up, I want you to think about what's on the other side. Think about the life you want to live, the success you've been working toward, and the person you will become through all of this. Giving up is the easy way out, but fighting, pushing forward, and refusing to quit, that's where true strength is found. You've come this far. Don't stop now. Keep going. You're closer than you think.